What's up guys, welcome back to my channel. So today we've got this nice number theory problem. So on the left hand side we've got 62 to the power 123, and on the right hand side we've got 123 factorial. So the problem is to find out which of these two numbers is larger. So if you feel like giving this problem a try, pause the video and also make sure to hit the thumbs up button and subscribe to my channel. Let's dive right into the solution. Okay, so first let's look at 123 factorial. So 122 factorial is just 1 times 2 times 3 times 4 times 5 and so on up to 123. That's what factorial means, right? So what's special about this number 123? So whenever we have some problem like this, first thing that we can do is we can see whether there is some relationship between 62 and 123. So let's look for a pattern. So 62 is what? Is there some relationship between 123 and 62? So if we divide 123 by 2, what did we get? We get 61, right? We get 61, and 162 is 61 plus 1. So 62 is like the middle number when we write down 1 to 123 is like the midpoint on that region in the number line from 1 to 123. So how does that help us to solve this problem? So one thing that we can do is we can write down all of these terms in terms of 62. So if we do that, what's 1? Well, 1 is just 62 minus 61. What's 2? 2 is gonna be 62 minus 60, and 3 is gonna be 62 minus 59. Okay, now we've got a number series. So let me write down a few of the terms here. Alright, so this is 1, this is 2, and we keep multiplying this, keep iterating this thing up to 123, and 123 is 62 plus 61, right? So if we look at this and this, let's see what we get when we multiply these two terms. Whenever we are dealing with number series, this kind of number series, looking for some sort of a symmetry is a good way to approach these kind of problems. So let's see whether there is some sort of a symmetry in this number series. Alright, this is 123 and this is 1. So when we multiply, when we have two binomials like this, we can do it by the foiling method. So when we expand this out, we get 62 squared minus 62 times 61 plus 62 times 61 minus 61 squared. And these two terms cancel out each other. and we get this. So if we do the same thing for 2 and 122, what we're going to get is we're going to get 62 squared minus 60 squared. If we do the same thing for 3 and 120, we're going to get 62 squared minus 59 squared. So if we apply the same operation for all pairs, as I mentioned you, we are going to get this number series, and at the end we are going to get 62, because they are going these 123 and 1 are going to cancel, 2 and 122 is going to cancel, um, and all of the numbers are going to cancel out, and we are going to 61 is going to cancel with 63, and we are going to get we won't get a number to multiply with 62, so we are going to end up with 62. So we have to put it there like that. So now we're going to compare this number series with the other number, which is 62 square to the power 123. This is not 62 squared, this is 62, because we are going to end up with 62, because other pairs are going to cancel out, and we are going to end up with 62. So this won't be 0 squared, 62 squared minus 0 squared. That's why it's not that, it's 62, just 62, not 62 squared. So now we're going to compare this number series with the other number. Alright, so how can we compare this number to this number? So as you can see here, this sum is written in terms of squares of 62s. So to compare this number to this number, what we're going to do is we're going to write this power of 62, my apologies, we're going to write this power of 62 in terms of squares of 62s. So if we do so, we are going to get 61 of 62 squared and a 162. And now if we compare these two numbers, my apologies, this is supposed to be 62, not 61. So now if we compare these two numbers, we have 62, we have both of these two numbers are multiplied by 62, so we can just neglect that, because that doesn't make any difference, because we're not multiplying both when we're doing the same operation for both of these two numbers. That doesn't change anything, so we can just neglect those two numbers, that number 62, and to figure out which is larger, we need to find out which is larger from these two numbers. So here we've got 61 numbers multiplied together, which are all of which are smaller than 62 squared, and here we've got squares of 62s, 61 squares of 62s, 62 squared, multiplied together, and because these numbers are smaller than 62 squared, and they are exactly the same number as here, we can come to this conclusion that this number is greater than 123 factorial.